Bora mubamu we mwanja Mokpe ware amamulimo mulonjo munjuka lokole umundindi odengati welano yunema inyongoni irake kite longwana inyongoni uma eku enyongi ebo itele tumokola la to animo minya meja oworo. Good day and greetings to you from the Bako Language and Cultural Center. Bora mubamu we mwanja Mokpe ware Mokpara elwe ni roka gbeya roka triko yakeka mutengene London atenovo nge bara West Coast Mokpara ni bara moyoka amamo limo molonjo monjuka ne janeli wande mugbamu imbori ya Mokpe o lokole omundindi emokala ma television emokama elinge ya mengele odengati welano yunema inyongoni irake kite longwana inyongoni oma eku enyongi ebo ngate itemi naema itemebebe iro Bako Language and Cultural Center awele black na high tv itemi mutumoko la to wani mobola we analele jana embori ya Mokpe o mundindi o ya liga mengele nga ya onene nimba minya meja oworo yenebe bapepe atema bawuta bende nene mbori oriai black Bako Language and Cultural Center wenga oya wono wotani iliboni jambora Mokpe. Good day and greetings to you from the Bako Language and Cultural Center. We are in partnership with the High TV to bring you Mother Tongue on High TV to help the entire Fako Mokpe community to study the language on telecast, because if we don't do like this generation is gradually dying and diminishing without understanding their cultural identity. And your culture is your identity begins with knowing your language, how to read, write, and speak the language. So we're going to teach you from day to day the language, and we'll teach you how to read and write it. Gradually, we believe with practicals, you are going to forge. So today we are going to start with the alphabet of the Mokpe language. We have the alphabet of the Mokpe language. The alphabet of the Mokpe language, there are 26 letters of the alphabet. There are 26 letters of the alphabet. The letters are number 1, A, B, Ch, D, E, B, V, W, I, J, K, P, L, M, N, Ng, Ng, O, O, P, Re, T, U, W. So these are the letters of the Mokpe alphabet. I'm going to count them again. A, B, Ch, D, E, B, V, W, I, J, K, P, L, M, N, Ng, Ng, O, O, P, Z, T, U, W. All right. There are 26 letters. We counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There are 26 letters of the alphabet. These 26 letters of the alphabet, you have the familiar letters and the unfamiliar letters. You have the familiar letters and the unfamiliar letters. Let us go to the familiar and the unfamiliar letters. In the familiar letters, you have, these are the familiar letters in our day-to-day English alphabet. You have A, B, D, E, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, T, U, W, Y. Those are the familiar letters of the alphabet. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. 16 letters of 16 familiar letters in the Mokpe alphabet. We go now, there are unfamiliar letters. These are letters that the phonetics that are not familiar to our day-to-day alphabet. These ones are only specific and familiar to the Mokpe alphabet. So combining these familiar and unfamiliar letters gives you 26 letters in the Mokpe alphabet. Now we have had 16 familiar letters. Normally we are going to have again 10 unfamiliar letters in the alphabet. Those letters are Ch, E, B, V, W, P, N, Ng, O, Dre. I go again. Ch, E, B, V, W, P, N, Ng, O, Dre. So when you come to the literacy, you have to know this unfamiliar letters so that you'll be able to pronounce and navigate very, very well. So we count the unfamiliar letters there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Combining them together, it gives you 26 letters in the Mokpe alphabet. We advance. Now, in the Mokpe alphabet chart, we have 7 vowels. We have 7 vowels in the Mokpe alphabet chart. There are A, E, I, U, O, U. You see the 7 vowels of the alphabet. Normally, in the English alphabet, there are 5 vowels. Those 5 vowels are A, E, O, U. Now, the English combines the E and E as one vowel, and they combine O and O as one vowel, while the Mokpe language separates the O and the O, and it separates the E and the E, because these are letters that stands on their own. So in the English, you can say empty. Empty goes for E. But if, for example, if you had to write empty in Mokpe, you will start with E. E. For example, let me give you a word like embe. You want to write embe. You want to spell the word embe. You start with E. You want to write like spell the word eti. You start with letter E. So E and E stands out differently. In the O and O, the Mokpe, you say oko, it is O. When you say oko, you are using the O sound. When you say oba, you are using the O sound. So O and O stands out. So this gives you 7 letters in the rich Mokpe alphabet. So you now know that English is not superior to Mokpe. They are just well developed. And when you develop your language, you are going to see how rich it is. So in these vowels, we are going to have the familiar vowels and the unfamiliar vowels. The familiar vowels are A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. And the unfamiliar vowels are E and O. I've already explained that. The two unfamiliar vowels that are in our day-to-day normal English alphabet that the Mokpe use are the letter E, this letter E, and the letter O. So that is it about the vowels of the Mokpe language. There are 7 vowels, and you have 5 unfamiliar vowels and 5 familiar vowels and 2 unfamiliar vowels. That brings it to the 7 vowels of the language. Okay, I hope you understood me. We advance to the next. I want us to have a little exercise on ways of greetings in Mokpe. There are various ways of greetings. It's not just one way of greeting in Mokpe. There are various ways. And it is good to learn to know the various ways of greetings in Mokpe, in the Mokpe language. Number 1, you say, Nakomi va tate na va iye. Nakomi va tate na va iye, which is translated, I greet the fathers and the mothers. Nakomi means I greet. Va tate means the fathers. Va iye means the mothers. So, Nakomi va tate na va iye means I greet the mothers and the fathers. I greet the mothers and the fathers. The next, Nakomi imboa. Nakomi imboa. Nakomi imboa means I greet the village, the town, or the city. Mboa means village. Mboa means town or city. Now, this city now depends on the size. For example, a city like Boya, you say Mbowandene. A city like Boya, you call it Mbowandene, which is a big city. But a town like Gresopo, you also call it Mboa. Mboa Rovamo Congo. And a village like Smosopo, you also call it Mboa. So the context now will vary. So when you say Nakomi Mboa, means I greet the village. If it's in the context of a village, you say I greet the village. If it's in the context of a town, you say I greet the town. If it's the content of a small city, you say I greet the city. They are all Mboa. But meanwhile, a large city is called Mbowandene. A very large city is called Mbowandende, while a region is called a roka. Okay? So I'll repeat it again one more time. Nakomi va tate na va iye. I greet the fathers and the mothers. Nakomi imboa. I greet the village, the town, or the city, depending on the context. All right, we advance to the next. Continue with various ways of greetings in Mokpe. Ne komi wonyamoi. Ne komi wonyamoi. Ne komi wonyamoi means I greet you, brethren. Ne komi means I greet you, you people. Wonyamoi means brethren. So ne komi wonyamoi, I greet you, brethren. Ne komi wonyamoi, I greet you, brethren. The next, Nakomi litumba. Nakomi litumba. Nakomi litumba means I greet the family. I greet the family. Nakomi litumba means I greet the family. Litumba in Mokpe means family. So when you say Nakomi litumba, you simply say I greet the family. All right, we move to the next. The various ways of greeting in Mokpe. Tata no komi. Lesson 6. Tata no komi means daddy, I greet you, or gentleman, I greet you. In the context of daddy, Tata no komi in that context means you are talking to an elderly person who can be your father, who can be your father, or you are talking to your own father, you are greeting your own father. So greeting your own father, you say Tata no komi, which is daddy, I greet you, or a father figure or an elderly person. You can also greet a gentleman and say Tata no komi. That is an honorable way of calling a gentleman Tata. It doesn't mean he is your father. Okay? We move to the next. Iya no komi. Iya no komi means mommy, I greet you. Or it could still means daddy, I greet you. Iya no komi in that context, you could say mommy, I greet you. You could be greeting your mother. You could be greeting your mother, or greeting someone who is a mother figure, or who is equal to be your mother, who is in the age of, is in an age that you could call your mother. So iya no komi, you greet your mother or an elderly lady. Iya can also go to a young lady. That's an honorable way of calling a young lady Iya. So you could still greet a young lady in Mokpe and say Iya no komi. It's just a respectable way of calling a young lady Iya. So Tata no komi means daddy, I greet you, or gentleman, I greet you. Iya no komi means mom, I greet you, or lady, I greet you. The context now will vary. Thank you very much. We advance to the next. The various ways of greeting in Mokpe. This one is what we have day to day. It's our day-to-day ways of greeting in Mokpe. The first one is Elela Bamu. Elela Bamu. Elela Bamu means good morning. Elela Bamu is good morning. So when you meet a Mokpe man or someone and you greet him by saying Elela Bamu, you simply mean good morning. The next is Mere mo bamu. Mere mo bamu. Mere mo bamu is good afternoon. Mere mo bamu is good afternoon. Good afternoon is Mere mo bamu. So from midday till, let me say, 3 p.m. you greet someone and say Mere mo bamu, which is good afternoon. The next is Ngomba bamu. You kill the E and the Y vowel when pronouncing it, but this is the writing system of the language. The reading and the writing system, most times they vary. So ngomba gbamu. Ngomba gbamu means good evening. From 4 p.m. downwards, you could say ngomba gbamu. You greet someone. Good evening in Mokpe means ngomba gbamu. Okay, so we have, I repeat, elela gbamu, which is good morning, mere mo gbamu, which is good afternoon, and ngomba gbamu, which is good evening. All right, we move to the next. Various ways of greetings in Mokpe. You could also say this one could be a wish. Say noavite unyawo gbamu. Neavite unyawo gbamu. Neavite unyawo gbamu. So neavite means I wish you people. Neavite means I wish you people. So Unyaogbamu is nice day or a happy day. So when you combine it together, Neavite Unyaogbamu is I wish you people a nice or a happy day. Neavite Unyaogbamu, I'm wishing you people a nice or a happy day. It could be a marrying day. It could be a wish that as someone is traveling, or you could meet some people and after greeting them you say I wish you people a happy day. Even your children, I wish you people a happy day or a nice day. So it's another form of greeting that has to do with wishes in Mokpe. All right, we move to the next. The next lesson, the various ways of greetings in Mokpe. Various ways of greetings in Mokpe. In the Mokpe language, you can say "Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really" means are you well? Oftentimes, when a Mokpe man meets the brother or sister, not all the time they greet Elela Gbamu or Ngberemo Gbamu. When you meet your brother or sister, the person will just greet the person by asking how they are faring. You say, "Oh, really?" means are you well? So this really, you combine the R and the Z, it gives you R. It's not R as in R that stands out on its own. It's not Z, Owuzeli. It's not Owureli, and it is not Owuzeli, making the Z letter stand on its own. It is combined the R and the Z, which gives you the sound R. The sound R, which is Owureli. Owureli, are you well? So it's another way of greeting in Mokpe, asking how someone is faring. The same similar method of greeting is Oliyai. Oliyai. Oliyai still means are you well? Oliyai, are you well? So you must not greet somebody good morning. You must not greet somebody good morning. You mustn't greet somebody good morning, but you can meet someone on the way and say Oliyai, means are you well? That is, you are like at the same time greeting the person and asking how the individual is faring. So those are some, not all, There are many ways, so many. And as the lessons forge ahead, as I continue to give you literacy, you are going to have more and more of this. So these are some of the ways to greet in Mokpe. So I'm going to come back with other lessons in the next episode, and we are going to advance. I hope you are blessed. I hope you are happy having these lessons online. If you have a contribution, or you have a question, or you want to partner with this project, please call the number below your screen. You want to partner with this project, you want to contribute, or you have a proposal, please, you can call the number below, and we'll be glad to serve you. We'll be glad to answer your question. Even if it's a question, this is literacy. We'll be there to help you to go through. Gradually, I believe someone is going to learn how to read, write, and speak the language. So this program is brought to you by the Mokpe Language and Cultural Center in partnership with High TV Cameroon to teach you the Mokpe language on telecast. Thank you very much. Eyole Ninyo. Peace be to you all. Maramudamu we manjamu peware amamu limo mulonjo monjuka lukola umundindi odengati ulami unema inyongoni irake kitelo ngwana inyongoni uma eku enyongi ebo itele kumokola la to onumo minya meja oworo. Good day and greetings to you from the Mokpe Language and Cultural Center. Maramudamu we manjamu peware ni janele mwandi mubamu mbori ya Mokpe lokola umundindi odengati welano unema inyongoni irake kitelo ngwana inyongoni uma eku enyongi ebo itele mutomokola la to onumo minya meja oworo. Good day and greetings to you from the Mokpe Language and Cultural Center.